Hello, everybody. My name is Miles Choate, and I'm going to do a quick little lecture, if you will, on just some engineering design stuff for the everyday individual. Um, yeah, let's get right into it. Engineering design simplified. So, what is engineering design? It's essentially taking an idea and making a reality, improving a process or product, making something cool. So, we have a little kid right here, he wants to fly more than likely, and he built some wings, and obviously, he is wearing the correct PPE, and he's ready to make it happen. So um, normally, it comes from a need or something that needs to be filled, or something in your life that you see could be better, or maybe you just want to make something that's a little different. So things to know before you get into uh, buying a whole bunch of equipment or tools or whatever is um, problems. There's multiple answers. You're going to have a lot of critics in your life, telling you this and that, and you shouldn't do this and always do that. And there's as we've all heard, there's more than one way to. Actually, probably shouldn't say that, So yeah, but the only wrong answer is an unsafe one. So let the critics talk, but make sure that whatever you're building is not going to hurt anybody. And one thing I do want to quote my sources on this. I went through the mechanical design process by David Ullman, and one thing that he says in there, as knowledge is gained, freedom is lost. So the more you know about a product and like where it needs to fit and how it needs to look and where it needs to be and what it needs to be made out of and yada yada yada, that's where your freedom is kind of lost. So if someone just says, make me this, and that's all you have this huge opportunity to kind of build in whatever you feel is necessary. So I kind of wanted to throw that in there. And then also always know that compromise is just part of the process. So as you build your part, you might realize that the best material for you is stainless steel that needs to be machined. But you don't have a lot of money. Stainless steel isn't cheap, and neither is machining. So you might have to go to a 3D part, or maybe something handmade, or something welded. And it just you have to compromise as you go throughout the process. But always, always, always make sure you have a good safety factor, and make sure that that thing that you're building is going to be fit for consumption, if you will. Another main thing: accept that you don't know a lot. That's the best way to intelligence, is know what you don't know, and you should ask questions often. That is a big thing that I've learned throughout the years. Things to be aware of as you get into your design is be ready to hear criticism. Everybody has a million ways that they could have done better, that you didn't do good at, whatever might hurt your feelings, but you know, take those with a grain of salt and then just kind of carry on. And but I will say it's always good to seek criticism from someone that is a expert in the field per se. Maybe not even an expert, someone that's just done it before. Those are the kind of people that you should definitely listen to and take their criticism. But normally, Joe Schmo, or like maybe some of your buddies or your gal friends or whatever, uh, they might think that they know best, but they probably don't. So just make sure that you are sticking to what you know, and seeking help from people who know better than you. And you may also be your worst enemy, as you look at a design and it's not exactly what you thought in your head, but it does work. And it just, you kind of eat away yourself and you think, man, this isn't what I wanted at all. And then you just scrap the whole thing, and then the design kind of dies. And it's sad to see things go that way, but that is the reality of it. So next step would be kind of prototyping. Big thing is failure. It is okay to fail. Fail a lot if you can afford it, because you will learn so much more from failure than you will success. So you'll learn a lot about yourself. You'll learn a lot about just the process in general. And big thing is just don't fail the same way twice. Um, and also keep in mind, prototyping takes place through the whole process. So if you're right at the end and you feel like all you're trying to do is get this thing to market or something, and then you go talk to, maybe you wanted to do plastic injection with your product, and something with your design makes it really hard to make, so it would make it 50% cheaper if you just change this one thing. But you're at the very end and you thought you were done with that, but prototyping and compromise takes place through the whole process, and that can be a hard pill to swallow sometimes. Questions for yourself. Is what I'm making going to help or harm the economy, myself, the world? Depends what you're making. Um, and you just need to know, do I want to sell my design? Do I need to be ready for like that talk with myself, with people who are going to help me? Like who do you go to help with that process of getting something to market? With that, you need to know, who's it for. Like, is it for a specific demographic, a specific age group, for a specific trade, a specific career or profession? And then you just need to know why. You need to get that motivation, and then you also need to know the design considerations for the design itself, so that way you can make a very effective design and be a efficient designer. Um, In conclusion, I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. Do your best and always have fun. If you have any questions, reach out through the channel and I can help you out. I am just making this video because I like doing it, and there'll probably be more to come. And so, yeah, if you have any questions with SolidWorks or any 3D modeling, or if you need help prototyping, 3D printing, anything like that, just reach out and I will do my best to help you do yours. So, thank you.